Wind can be turned off today, that'd be great.
Yeah, come on, flip that switch.
Anyway, we're out here today. Probably end up getting hit up a trail called, what's it called? Bone Shaker?
Bone Shaker,
Bone Shaker?
Smasher,
Bone Smasher?
Bone Crusher,
Bone something?
One of those things.
Right.
I think you're right, yeah. I think it's Bone Shaker.
Definitely got the setup.
Yeah, coming together.
Cargo spot.
It's a little bit of a game of Tetris.
Of course.
And you have all this crap with you. Well, when every day is a new adventure, you just gotta be prepared.
I was gonna say.
Thrown your way. But yeah,
we call it
surfboard, snowboard.
Right.
My bike, rinse kit, miscellaneous crap, skateboard, wetsuit, my power system.
Power system.
Freaking powers. It's like the brain of this beast. You got, oh wait, can't forget that. But 240 amp hours of lithium ion. You got your inverter, converter, fuse box, solar controller, because there's what, 360 watts or 370 watts on the roof.
Wow.
Yeah, so you have 3 power sources, right? You got alternator power, solar, and then I have a hidden shore power plug underneath there.
Oh, it's convenient.
So you're covered, man.
Yeah. If you want to bring your life everywhere you go, get a van.
Most important part, though, is standing right in front of you. This guy.
This guy.
Look at the wind
This
is
guy.
blowing in your fur, buddy.
So what do we got?
We've got these cool little dog goggles called Rex Specs. Hey, Matt, haven't tried them on them yet, but let's see. Yeah, dude.
Dude, what?
You look so cool right now, buddy. Are you kidding me? You already look like you're going fast. What do you think, bud? No, Matt, leave it. You're okay. Come here. No. Okay, Matt. Hey, Matt, no. I think it's gonna take a second.
It'll definitely take a sec.
Such a good boy. See those paratroopers, and they're jumping out of their planes with their like Belgian Malinois and German Shepherds strapped to their chest with these goggles on their dogs. Right. Dude, it looks so awesome. Well, you look freaking cool. Now if we can just get him to stay on.
Fucking speed racer.
Yeah. Hey, Matt. He's like, dude, the look he's giving me right now. All right.
Dude, you're
I
killing
guess
it, man.
you are killing rule number 1, which is always look cool.
Right.
So.
He's kind of frozen in time right now.
I know. He's like, not sure how I feel about this, guys. Come on. Hey, no. You're okay. You're okay, bud. It's okay. They're to protect your eyes. Trust me. You know what it's like following me. You always get rock kicked
Right.
up in your face. I want to make sure it's not like poking him in the eye. No, you're good.
I think he's just giving you like the look of like, I don't know what to do with these.
He's a good boy. Come. Hey, good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. Come. Good boy. Good. Hey, come. Good boy. You know, I'll probably just have to have him on like around the house, around your house and stuff.
Yeah. Just kind of like let him get
used to it.
Right.
He's such a good boy. I mean, we don't need him today because he's gonna chill with you because his pads are still a little bit tender.
Yeah.
All right. See you up there. Get past this horse corral, right? And then set Matt free.
Maybe one will come say hi. That one's taking a nap. Oh, Mav.
Mav's ready.
Mav, are you
A little bit further.
Center of the show or what?
He's like, quit filming the horses. It's my show.
Right.
Mav, you are a star. We know this, buddy. Yeah, gotta get the fluff. The floof. All right, buddy. I think we're at a point where we can set you free. And you're free. That was kind of anticlimactic. But, we got the gist of it.
Right.
We're out here, buddies. We're out here. So, I mean, I don't know where we're at right now in our little video that we're putting together right here, but this is my good buddy, David Salmon. I mean, we've known each other for, shoot, 20 years now.
Right.
And
20 long years.
20 long, amazing
Exhaustive years?
Yeah, some may have been. But episode 1 of Seeking Adventure, you know, it really touched on, you know, a tough year that I had personally. And I also acknowledge the fact that, you know, we've all been going through some shit.
COVID involved.
Dude, and like my boy David here, he's definitely got his own story. And dude, if you want to share any of it with you, with us. And
Definitely.
I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but damn, it's windy! Look at that hair. Yeah, you look so majestic. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna get blown off the trail. Look at his butt.
Blown out.
The fluff. He's like, leave me alone.
He's like, don't touch me.
Yeah, look, don't touch.
Right.
I was like, what is it? I'm gonna pee on it.
It's like living in a screensaver, guys. Like, look at this. What happened? Where are we? Are we still in Vegas? Nope, definitely not. Ah, epic.
All stupid stuff. Yeah, baby.
How was it?
You don't have to do whoosh, it already goes whoosh.
Copy that.
That's gonna be the last time you go whoosh.
Copy.
Whoosh. Oh, and good luck, dude. When I come flying by, hold on to Mav, because he's gonna want to chase. So good luck with that.
Chase.
Dude, this trail is fun! Dude, I know, buddy. Watch the brakes. Watch the brakes, buddy. I know. Watch the brakes. Don't burn yourself. Dude, is that your stick? Dude, that was so fun, man. Thank you for filming, by the way, and wrangling this animal. Jeez.
Four-legged beast.
Gosh, talk about double duty and picking up duty.
Picking up duty.
But yeah. Well, how about that donuts and tequila to wrap up the day?
I'm super down, bro.
Let's go.
Peace.
Anyways, we had so much fun today, and well, one of the reasons why I came to Vegas was because I haven't seen this dude in forever. We've known each other for like 20 years.
Yeah.
And
last 2 we haven't hung out.
Yeah, it's been, well, for just, extraordinary circumstances, right?
Everyone's been locked up in their house.
Yeah, but even beyond that, I know this guy's got an incredible story to tell. Like, I know we've all been going through some stuff over the last like 12, 16 months. And yeah, we all have our struggles and we all look for ways to rise above. And this dude, to have gone what he's continuing to go through and still keep such like high spirits.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there's no other way to look at it. Right?
Yeah.
It's just, you just got to keep trucking it.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, you're probably wondering, what the heck are we talking about?
Right.
Take it over.
March 15th rolls around. It's the day I lose my job due to COVID. And it's also within that week, I figure out that I'm diagnosed with cancer. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, what did you do in that moment? Because you already probably felt like, what the heck's going on from everything on lockdown, and then to have something like your health all of a sudden become compromised.
The biggest ride of this was how quick it can happen, and for the fact of actually not physically feeling ill, other than a symptom of what I had, and thankfully it was visual.
So explain. You saw something, and that's what triggered it? Because you didn't feel anything? You're just like, oh my God, what's going on? Did you say what kind of cancer?
Not yet. I had testicular cancer. Yeah. Boom. That.
So you had this, just, it looked like you had a massive avocado in your pants, right?
Right. Like, it was really interesting for the fact of like how quick it became a tumor. So my left one, right?
Wait, so you're left with your right one?
Yeah, I'm left with the right one.
So too soon? No, this dude's cracking jokes like day after. Right. Like, more power to this guy, keeping the high spirits.
Where overnight, my left member decided to just basically inflate the size of, I mean, realistically, the size of my fist to a point.
You're like, well, my bulge is looking
right. I'm just like, oh, okay, like
Jesus,
this is new.
Dude.
The double whammy in all this is that I wasn't even able to see doctors at this point because COVID just crumbled every step of the way regarding our economy, who's available for doctors. I'm definitely not going to the ER at this point because I don't want to go expose myself to any hospital environment, especially for what I had going on. Me being in the bar and nightclub industry at the time, I was like laid off. We'll call you if anything changes, because if everybody remembers, we were all told that this was going to be over in 2 weeks.
Yeah, just lock down for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
you'll be good to go.
You'll be fine. Yeah. 2 weeks, right? So I'm thinking in my head like, okay, well, I have 2 weeks to get this process started. And I went to my primary care. Luckily, I got in, and unfortunately, because he's not a specialist or anything, he had to refer me to a urologist. Not knowing, because I've never been in the medical system in general. I went from healthy dude all of a sudden to just cancer,
Yeah.
And
that's scary.
Yeah, it was right for sure. So primary care, urologist, had no idea how it all worked, but it turns out urology is actually like an appointment that's automatically 2 to 4 weeks out just from when you get the referral. So with that, I wait my time. It's kind of like edging up until April. Basically, they said, hey, unfortunately, we're not taking new patients. At this moment, I'm starting to think that, okay.
Dude, I have cancer and you're not taking new patients? What the heck, man?
And also keep in mind that I don't even know what this is yet in this early in the game.
Right, dude.
Right. So and then all of a sudden now I'm being told, hey, you still have to wait. And I'm just like, well, I can't wait. Like, I don't know what's going on with my body at this point, And, I basically had to, I try not to frame it this way, but I basically had to run home back to California, where I'm from, and start the process over again. Like, I didn't have a choice. I was out of medical insurance. I had no idea what was going on. So as soon as I walk in to, mom and dad's house, hey, Dad, I have something to tell you. Like, I don't know what's going on.
They had known at this point.
They had known.
Wow, what a ball to drop on them. No pun intended.
Right.
Dude, sorry. God.
Right.
Anyways,
so, like, I didn't drop it on them early in the game because my aunt on my dad's side his sister was going through health issues, and she had just got done passing, so I didn't want to like overload them as well. Like all this stuff was happening at once, and I immediately start the easiest path that I could think of. So I just dive into like an urgent care. Fortunately, the people there were great. Like just the whole process from there on out was awesome in the fact that I actually had people. I felt like I was being taken care of for once regarding like not getting the
run around
to the discerning phone call like, oh hey, we have to push you back, whatever. Felt really discerning back in Nevada that I had my primary care physician really kind of like not do. I mean, we've all grown up and whatever, every doctor growing up, you know, they do the grab it and cough test, right? Guy didn't even do that. This is like either an emergency or you can maybe give me something.
If it's that big of a growth in your freaking crotch,
I mean, like
dude, that would, I think, be like, yep, emergency, let's get this guy rocking and rolling.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
And went to the appointment. He said, okay, well, I just need to give you a piece of paper that says go here. Oh, okay. And then, of course, going through the motions in that, you realize how long everything takes. I mean, like the medical care process is tough.
Yeah, it's a shame that it is so difficult for people to get proper medical care.
Right. So, home base, Monterey, urgent care, get the ball rolling. Urology,
getting the ball rolling.
Literally.
So many puns.
So many puns. Right. You could definitely use all of this. So urology and all my appointments back at home in California were much quicker. The ball started rolling really with like visual. Hey, doc, urology just basically told me, well, here's the news. I need to operate, and it needs to happen somewhat soon because I can't biopsy it, because if it is cancer, there's a risk of spreading it, and unfortunately, testicular cancer is one of those more aggressive cancers if it's left untreated, but yet they actually have to remove the organ that it's affecting because there's a chance that if you don't, that it'll just spread. So it's like they can't just scrape the surface, test it, because there's a way that it can just spread and like it can get really nasty going through the body and whatever else.
Yeah.
And the mental game I think was one of the hardest because I had, no insurance. I'm looking at my family as obviously a resort of help, and we're trying to figure out like what are we gonna do. A lot of the waiting game was actually waiting to see if I was eligible for financial assistance and help, and with a lot of work on Chalmers Hospital, they covered it.
Really?
The operation.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
It's nice when people like can be human and
They
be there for somebody and absolutely.
I knew this was gonna happen.
We got him. The tears. You got the waterworks going. Dude, no, let them flow, man. Don't hold that back. It's okay. You're the friggin' rock star, dude.
I'm just so fucking blessed because my family wasn't financially obligated by much of anything, and the hospital stepped in. The hospital as an agency, they only do sponsored care so many times a year, but they rushed my case. And the surgery would have been like $30,000. Like, I was looking at shit. I was like, I'm wondering if I'm going to lose my house because of this. Like, it's insane to have these thoughts in your head. To, like, wonder if I'm going to lose my place to live or lose, like, having to go back to mom and dad or, and, like, I was such on such a pedestal in my life before all of this, thinking about how, I was left a job at $50,000 a year, or at least on track to make it, and then all of a sudden it's like COVID, health, all that balling up, and to have that moment where you realize stuff is going to get covered, it's like, wow, that's pretty insane, That Thursday, I got the call saying like, hey, you're approved, you're in surgery at 3 p.m. this afternoon, get your ass to the hospital. Finally, that green light, throw you under operations a couple hours, met you up, and I got a nice little V muscle scar to show for it, and
chicks dig scars.
Oh yeah,
especially in that region,
right?
Like, hey,
battle wound, baby. I went from wearing you know, awesome boxer briefs that make me look like a male model to all of a sudden going back to just, you know, the looser kind of fit because it was just more comfortable. You know,
Don't let them sell themselves short.
Right. So
come on, ladies.
Yeah, easy. So where I'm at now is I've done chemo. I'm 4 months outside of chemo, so that's done.
And now you're just rocking the buzz cut. Dude, you can pull it, man. Looks good.
I could, yeah, thanks. I can pull it off. I've been told that, so I'm gonna keep it going. And it's a lot easier to just wake up and not worry about what your hair
Dude, tell
looks
me
like.
about it. I'm in that long hair. I'm
Dude.
like, this is a nightmare. I cut
Right.
bone and all, but I'm like, dude,
Right.
where are your clippers at, man?
Buzz.
Let's go. So where are you at now?
So I'm at now is I was fortunately blessed again with being taken care of at Stanford Medical, which is like the top tier of anywhere. I did 1 round of chemo as a preventative maintenance kind of thing because my relapse rate was 40% without, all the way down to 2%. I feel like $1 million now, and I feel like I dodged like a huge bullet because it could have been a lot worse. I was diagnosed with stage 1, so I caught it super early.
And you come out the other side,
Right.
healthy,
Right.
and a great freaking attitude, man. Like that's
the
what
only
dude,
way to
you're
cure.
You're such an inspiration, though, man. Because like,
Appreciate it. I mean, here we are. I mean, at the
Yeah.
end of the day, like we got 2021 to look forward to now.
I know
We got-
everything's starting to turn around
Right.
again. We're starting to live
It's
our
like,
lives. Like,
You know, it seems like in this so-called roller coaster of life, it's like the lows can be pretty low, but they can also be the highest they've ever been.
that's right. And like,
And
during those lows, you dig down, you find that strength to get you through it, right? And then once you get out of the low, you put the low behind you, and
Yeah.
as soon as you start climbing again, you get to
Right.
those highs, you embrace those highs,
Right.
and just
ride.
ride
Yeah.
them, man, because that's what should define our lives, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The lows will definitely make us stronger. And in a way, I guess they do define us, but it's the highs. That's what we want to like
Yeah.
really focus on,
And-
because
I mean,
that's what keeps our positivity
yeah,
going.
and
Right?
like
We appreciate it with the lows
Right.
because of the lows,
Right.
but then the highs, we're just like, yeah, let's
Yeah.
go. I mean, life is beautiful, so
Dude.
let's get after it.
yeah. And honestly, like I'm so glad I went through this to give myself a new perspective.
Yeah.
You know, the new perspective of like, you know what, we're not here forever. People that you love and care about, it's like we're here in the moment, and you need to execute things on what you really want out of yourself, or just in moments and everything else. And it's important to just keep trucking. I mean,
sure.
realistically, like you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
You really don't, because I
Well,
went.
it's a good choice to have. Right?
Yeah, right,
That's the choice you should make, is to keep on
Right.
pushing forward, right?
right. Oh, 100%.
Because, like, I mean, dude, we're so fortunate to be alive, to have
Yeah.
our health,
Right.
for you to have regained your health and
Right.
become stronger.
Right.
And yeah, man.
Yeah, I just have like a newfound willingness to pull triggers on things that I would love to just sit back and like, oh, I could do it tomorrow. But in my head now, it's just like, no, today's tomorrow.
Yeah, and
Like,
dude, so
it's-
and on that note, not
Yeah.
to cut you off,
Yeah, go
but
ahead.
what's the new thing you want to do? Dude, he's like building out a
Oh,
vlog.
man.
Like,
Yeah.
so we got to check out his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
He's super into cars and stuff. That's why he was out filming today, because he's just like, you know, he's honing his craft behind the camera. He's also in front of the camera, but we were playing around and
Right.
crushed it. He got some awesome shots. Usually keep the tequila in the fridge, but because
Oh, real nice.
it's hot out here, you know,
Nah.
oh, nice hat, by the way. Look at this guy.
Is it in focus?
I don't know, but
Hopefully.
dude, to you, man.
Dude, cheers, buddy.
To you.
Nah.
Take the first
Nice.
pull.
Ooh, it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Yeah, love it.